Righto, I know this is a very strange thing, looking in a baggie of bird seed. So yeah, this is a giant sack and it's a songbird mix, and one of my lovely subscribers asked about the pink things that Ruby eats from my hand. Not entirely sure if you can see, but mixed in here there are some of these little pink things. If I kind of zoom in for you, you can see them. And over the years I noticed that some of the birds had their kind of favourites, especially the diddy birds like robins and tits and everything like that, and they would always go for these little sort of pinky red things, and they are called suet pellets, and you can purchase them separately, and that is what I have also done as well for the birdies. Righto, so there is the separate suet pellets, and it's kind of a berry flavour, so I guess it's all the berries all condensed down into these like little very soft suet, and they call them pellets because they're kind of like pellet shape. And what I do, I take a handful out and then break them up into kind of smaller beak sized little amounts, because obviously some of them are a little bit too large for their beaks, as you can kind of see there. There we go. So I always take these out, and yeah, the larger ones I always just break up a whole bunch smaller, because it's a lot easier then for the smaller beaked birds to eat them, and any kind of ones that look a little bit ick, obviously they go in the trash. But yeah, all I kind of do is just pick them up just with my like fingernail, just kind of like break them up a little bit more, so then they're a lot more digestible for all the little birds. And then I fill my jar up, as you can see it's almost empty, to about halfway, and in that way I know that the suet pellets are smaller. And also sometimes if there's not very many in the sack of seed, sometimes I might put a handful and just kind of stir the main seed, because obviously other birds feed from the feeding stations as well as at other areas, and yeah, so I just kind of had a little bit of a variation. But I hope that helps, and a little bit of insight there into some of the extra bird seed and food. And obviously during fall and winter seasons it helps all the birds and nature. I mean, I'm sure there's all sorts. I know the hedgehog also eats these, as well as the bird seed, and badgers, and well, anything really kind of eats anything that has fallen on the ground. So it helps kind of everything, especially during the colder months, for those that actually do get colder months. Righto, it is that time again, getting everything ready for dinner, and I did not feel that hungry today, and I kind of thought, because it's the repeat of last night's dinner, because I have the leftover pie, as you can clearly see in front of you, and yeah, going to obviously make sure that's lovely and hot. And I thought, I'm just gonna kind of just chop some mushroom up and just have that with mine. And then I thought, then I have a couple of other soft vegetables, which I have already here, the spinach with the rainbow chard, and then obviously some vegetables for TE. I mean, I like all these vegetables, do not get me wrong, it's just I didn't want too much. So broccoli for TE, they're just the stalk ends from the rainbow chard. Yeah, I'm already in the steamer is a couple of as you can see there. We also have butternut squash again, and the TE, the turnip, also in there corn, and I just got a few little broad beans there, and I'm going to just have those broad beans. Yes, steaming up again, but hey ho, you know, that's what happens in the kitchen. I am also going to make myself some limoncello, because I have that there. Just 3 ingredients: I'm not going to put it in a fancy smancy glass. What's the difference? It still has to go in and come out the same way. So yeah, just going to put those 3 ingredients in there and have a little limoncello for myself. There we go. Yeah, just kind of rough measurements, I really do not care. All part of the fun. And finally, there we go. And because the bottles have already been in the fridge, it's already cold, so I'm not going to add any ice or anything like that. So yeah, why not already? Also, I just wanted to mention about the limoncello that I get. They come from different countries, so they are not extortionate prices like they are in the UK. If you get some in the UK, they are, yeah, double figures. I usually pay for this size bottle or a larger bottle around about $5. So yeah, you cannot go wrong with that. Unless you're in a sale, and then yeah, it's even more less expensive. Evening guys, hope you are okay, and yeah, just kind of coming on here in front of the camera, just waiting for the last few minutes for dinner to finish cooking, and yeah, just checking in with you. How has your day been? What have you been up to, crafting or otherwise? You would have already seen that went to my friend's store, and not to purchase anything, nothing like that, just no. It's always been on a tight budget as it is, but right now absolutely zero. So yeah, no fabric or anything like that was purchased. If anything, I was actually giving my friend some fabric. It's kind of a little bit of an upsetting thing, because obviously some of you guys know that I had this venture that never really got off the ground, because I guess it's just me, whatever it is about me, it just was not very successful. Although everything is still alive, nothing is actually kind of happening, as in nobody's purchasing anything. So I have been going through the last 3 days and also the last few months of some bits and pieces, and my friend has helped me out over the years, and she obviously has a fabric store. She's not online, I've said that before, and I just gave her, because it's like, why not already? I just gave her a couple rolls of fabric and some small little things, and yeah, it's just, I think today's word could actually be kindness. Kindness of friends, kindness of even strangers, and yeah, kindness is very, very poignant and powerful to whoever it is that has that and enjoys that, and obviously it's an honour. So there you go, maybe 2 words. It's an honour to be able to feel, to touch, to give kindness. And I'm not very good at receiving kindness, in the sense of I never believe that I deserve it. Obviously there's reasons and connotations to that. I'm not getting into that, it's a bit too upsetting, but yeah, I just, kindness I think can be everyday, single word, all day, every day. I thought, you know, there are lots of words similarly to kindness, like giving and being considerate and all those sorts of wonderful things, and as long as they're true behind the meaning, then obviously, yeah, kindness is very kind. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I went to my friend's store, and also to catch up with her, because yeah, it's been a few weeks since we caught up. Obviously we catch up on the phone periodically, but obviously face-to-face conversation, I know it's an absolute rarity now, because people are either too busy in this loud, you know, world that we live in, and yeah, messaging or on social media, and I've never kind of been into any of that, because yeah, it's only good obviously if people live far away. It's great for that sort of connection, do not get me wrong, and you know, do not read into other contexts. It's great when, you know, people live far apart and things like that, but if you see each other kind of semi-regularly and you're able to kind of catch up in person, there's nothing more wonderful than in person. And the next best thing is obviously talking over the phone, because obviously you can hear each other, and even though you may not be able to visually see each other, you can tell when someone's smiling. you know, if you talk like this and it's kind of just regular, but the moment someone smiles, the tone in the sound changes, and you can hear that and pick up on that. And also, speaking of conversation, catching up with Karen, my beautiful, wonderful friend, and I've no idea if Karen's actually managed to catch up with my Vlogmas day one yet, because she's so busy. And yeah, I will link her wonderful channel below. So little time, and we'll probably be talking for hours and hours this evening over on the Zoom. Obviously my friend has lent me their little kind of ancient historic laptop thingy, and obviously my son has kind of set it up, because I have absolutely no idea. I mean, you guys are completely dense when it comes to things like that. However, yeah, I'm not entirely sure she's actually going to be able to see me. I will be able to see her, but she doesn't need to see this ugly face. And yeah, so we just catch up, and it would be really awesome. And yeah, I catch up with my other friends as well over the phone, and we can just talk for hours. I'm so glad that the feature of speakerphone sometimes, because obviously when you're busy working or whatever, you know, for those that work at home and things like that, or, you know, doing their break, even if they are out at work or something, yeah, or at the park or wherever, walking the dog, or you have to have stay-at-home mama or papa or whatever, yeah, so you can kind of get on doing things at the same time, yeah, being encapsulated in that conversation that you're having with somebody. So yeah, but let me know how your day has been, guys. I'm not going to yabber on too much. I still have my little limoncello here, so I'm going to enjoy that. Again, rarity, but I do like that.
Okay, everybody, I am on a Zoomie with my wonderful friend Karen. There she is, from so little time. Yay! We have been yakking for 3 hours so far. So we're like a couple of...
I know, my voice is starting to hurt.
Oh no, because I can never get a word in edgeways. Karen's been doing all the talking.
I have been yapping away about my job for like probably about an hour.
So sewing wise, have you got anything that you could show us maybe?
Yeah. So lastminute.com, I have been tweaking some pictures onto t-shirts for my boys, ready for their Christmas party tomorrow at Cubs, because they haven't got a festive jumper, because we just haven't got one. I only got told today off. They don't have to wear uniform. They can go in their festive jumper. I thought, well, we don't have one, so I've been making another old school t-shirt, you know, t-shirt, and put this little.
Look how adorable.
So that was for James. So that's similar to the one that I'd done a few years back, which he grew out of. He just wants the same design. And then Thomas, I've done a snowman for him.
Aww.
On there.
They're so super adorable.
That face t-shirt. So yeah, at least they've got something to wear. And then I will perhaps have to invest in getting them a festive jumper in the future. But for now, that will do.
Well, I guess you could purchase sweaters and just do what you did with the t-shirts there, and then you could stitch on.
Yeah, that's true actually. I suppose, you know, like I did those Skinny in the Buttons, the Mini Billy ones.
Yeah.
If I'd thought about it, I could have just done a snowman or a reindeer on the front of the sweater like that. I think I'd love to do that actually. So
Yeah.
I would do that as a thought. Perhaps not this year, but you know, ready for next year.
What about you? Are you going to wear anything festive?
Well, yeah, I haven't thought about myself. That is the thing. In actual fact, no, I will probably wear uniform, because I made myself a necker last year out of Christmas fabric. You know, the neckers that we wear.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll just wear that. That would be fine. It's our last one as well, because we're going to the Snow Dome this Saturday with the Cubs as their like last hurrah for the year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. And are we allowed to know what you're wearing? What pattern?
This one?
Yeah.
This is my pajamas.
No, but is it a pattern? Did you make it?
I haven't made it, no. This is like ready to wear. Last minute thing again I bought from Tesco's, because my faithful pajamas that I made, which I think was the Huntington pants and a sweater top, wore them to death to the point they just ripped. All the seams just ripped away because I've worn them that much and I haven't made a second pair. So I was like, I need to go and get it. Once it turned cold, I was like, I need to go and get some pajamas. So the only thing I will say is, although this is a disgusting colour, it's dead warm, and when I wear a vest top underneath it,
It's not.
But it's pajama bottoms. Honestly, this happens to me every time, and this is why I usually make my own, is once I wash them, they're like ankle bashers. Every time, because they don't pre-wash the fabric, do they, before they sew them up?
Well,
I need to make my own.
I know you do not like the colour, but the colour really does suit you.
It's like a light pink kind of colour, yeah. But it is really warm. So
Aww. Aww. Anyhow, so you've been talking for almost 4 minutes, so they're gonna have 4 minutes on my vlog.
I
Yeah, so 4 minutes on my vlog tonight, so awesome. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so I say good day to my viewers, and yeah, we've just been having a fantastic time, so